Hey everyone, I just wanted to come on and say hi really quickly and say thank you for your patience and understanding. You may have noticed that the last bi-weekly readings did not come out. For any of you who just don't follow me on social media yet, just so you know, my dad was in the Lahaina fires and we could not find him for days, and it's a whole ordeal. We were able to find him. He is safe. He's 83 and nearly blind, so this is a very big deal. So we're really happy that he's alive, even though he lost everything in the fires. So it's just been hectic and I'm trying to catch up. So these readings are me catching up, but I just wanted to say thank you for understanding that I wasn't able to get those out for the last bi-weeklies. So without further ado, let's get into your reading. Hey Gemini, this is your bi-weekly reading. Yay, we're trying to get back on track. So we are looking at the period of time from the full moon, which is a blue moon. It's the only one, if I'm correct, I believe it's the only one that we're going to have this year in 2023. And from that period of time to the new moon, which is, I believe, September 4th in Virgo in tropical astrology. So we are looking at that period of time, which is the waning phase, right? And the reason I do these readings is to give us a little bit more insight into how can we best work with this energy, because why not? How can we best utilize it and to our best advantage? You know, instead of fighting the energy and swimming upstream, how can we work with this? So I'm feeling this deck. I actually haven't pulled this deck out in months other than a reading I did a few days ago. So I love that. Oh, very cool. All right. See, I love this deck. I just love this deck. All right, Gemini. So this is for Gemini rising or sun signs, right? And so we are taking a look at the culmination of the full moon and then the pop, right? Where it's just like the egg yolk spreading out. It's the release. It's looking at where things might be stagnant or outdated that need to be cleared out, like spring cleaning. So that's how we can best take advantage of this. And we're looking at what area of life is the most benefit for you that would ripple effect out for you in your life. And that's what we're looking at. And we're looking at the seventh house as the house of relationships. I mean, this can go a few ways, right, Gemini? So, you know, because we're talking about relationships that are romantic, yes, like marriage or like very serious relationships. But we're also talking about business partnerships as well. And so that, like, those also exist in this place, right? Like there's the self and there's the other, and this is the other in a very intimate way. And so that's what's up. And maybe there's someone that you have had a past with, maybe an ex, maybe someone that you're already with right now. Maybe there are things that are in need of your attention, your revision, right? Your revising of the way that you are together, the way that the relationship looks, or your commitment to it, right? Your values around this. So this is what's up for you. And it's interesting because I say that not only because it's the seventh house, but also because the card that we have with that in this particular deck, it's called Santa Muerte, but it represents the death card. Actually, you can see her sickle here. I love this deck. I love that I'm getting to bring it out at this time of year. I feel like it's apropos, honestly. So, you know, and I'm not a religious person. I just really love the symbology. So here we have the death card. And what I love about this is that they still keep this piece that I think is missed by a lot of people when it comes to death card, which is like there is this dawning of a new day. You see it in the form of like almost like a halo and like a radiant kind of sphere, but there is this dawning of a new day. So in the allowing of something to be done and be put to rest, there is the birth of something completely new. It allows that space. I mean, yes, that's an overused analogy, is like, okay, you gotta let things like die to make space for the new, but it's actually true. So, you know, there's a reason that we use that. And so here we have an example of where there are things. Now, it doesn't mean that the relationship is something that you have to let go of. Maybe it does. Maybe for some of you it is, but it's more like in the way that you relate to this person, in the way that you connect perhaps, or the expectations or ideals you have around relationships, perhaps some of those are outdated and they're in need of you being able to like sweep them away, right? So this is something to really consider. And so I feel like these two cards are definitely very aligned. Again, these are short and sweet readings. They're meant to just give you a hint and understanding of how to navigate this approximate 2 week period of time that we get every month, and we can work with this energy instead of working against it. So this would be a powerful and potent time to work with this energy. Now, again, this is a collective reading, so if you would like to get like the details, I'm always going to recommend a one-to-one reading. Or if this is your message this month, awesome. If it's not, and this is your sun sign, go check out your rising sign, right? You can always do that. I also follow collective not just astrologers, but also readers. And I like, some months it hits and some months it doesn't. And I know intuitively that it's like, oh yes, that's my reading. I can feel that it resonates. And other times I'm like, oh, that wasn't my message, right? So that's how I suggest approaching this, right? Other thing I'm going to say really quickly is that I am not accustomed to saying these kinds of things, but I'm trying to help out my father, who is a nearly blind 83-year-old man starting over from scratch, who lost everything in the Lahaina fires. So I will have a link in the description, and if you feel open to sharing it with your community for his fundraiser, we're trying to get him started over from scratch, please do share. And if you feel like contributing even $1 or something, like everything's helpful, but also not trying to pressure anyone to do that. I'm more just promoting it because I really want to help my dad. He's an amazing father, and I know not everyone has the privilege of being able to say that. And so I just want to help him to be safe and taken care of. So thank you guys for your time. Thanks for being here. I will see you in the next video. Bye.